So I tried to squat yesterday. My right knee was a little too achy, so I didn't want to push through it. And the gaslighting comes in where I'm like, I could have probably pushed through it if I really, really wanted or had to. And because, it's the first exercise I'm doing today, then it will feel better. Plus, tomorrow, I'm not really planning on squatting because I'm doing the block work, so I probably won't have the motivation. Although, in theory, I could. Um, so I don't know what I'll be able to get up to today. We're going to start warming up the bar. The other adjustment I'm going to make today is that I'm going to play music with my boombox speaker that's over there and not worry about headphones, because I don't think these things are, I'm worried about copyright. What am I worried about? I'd rather just play music and enjoy it and not have to worry about my headphones. So it'll be better with that. But after back squats, we are going to do snatch pulls, and we'll start those at 70, and we'll kind of play them by feel. So I haven't warmed up much, although I have been inside, kind of like sitting in a squat and stuff, just kind of feeling out the knee to make sure there wasn't anything crazy happening. When I first, was thinking about coming out, it's decently cold, but not cold enough for squats. It's a nice thing when it's, when you have a shed like this where you're used to training out and in different times or different temperatures. It's usually not too bad if you are used to the cold, and squats are really not too bad. Really, no matter the temperature, it's really just hands, and you can kind of get past that pretty easily. And honestly, I could even wear gloves if I was truly just squatting, but I kind of don't really feel the need to, because it is still in I think it's the mid 30s, but it was like upper 40s at some point, or mid 40s. I don't want to say upper 40s because that would actually be normal temperature, but it's decently cold, but not too cold. We got the knee sleeves on. We're going to go beltless today. I don't think it's really going to make much of a difference. So it could be a really short squat session. If my knee feels kind of sneaky like it did yesterday, I'm not going to try to push too crazy through it. What's up, brother? Or I don't even know what that says. But so I don't know what necessarily the goal is. Originally, yesterday was to get to 190 and try to do it for triples. But I don't know if that'll be possible. So we will see if that's possible, but there's only one way to know, and that is to start warming up. But we're going to start with no shoes on, stretch with the bar a little bit. We got the blocks behind me, but that really shouldn't get in the way of just normal back squats. I didn't really want to put them all away since I'll be using them again relatively soon. When I'm warming up, I like to do good mornings, but I like to have a really wide grip. I feel like I can get a deeper stretch. Even though my hamstrings are flexible, I always like to start with good mornings and stretching my hamstrings, at least relatively, compared to all my other joints. So that's a good sign that nothing was achy there. That was the first first full squat. So that's good. We're in good vibes, and I haven't taken any anti-inflammatories or anything to get past any sort of achiness. So trying to generally avoid that when it's just normal training like this. If it's like a preparation for a competition, then I might depend on that if I really want to be on a certain date for a certain lift or whatever. But when you're in normal training like this, it's better to avoid that for normal health reasons, but also just for the fact that you don't want to become dependent on them if you can just rest or take an easier day and then come back the next day. If it's hanging around and lingering, nothing wrong with it, but you don't want it to become every ache or every day where if you have to adjust something, you go immediately to anti-inflammatories. So we're gonna do another set, just warming up. Stretch the hamstrings. Stretch everything else. So really good sign. Part of the reason I think yesterday knee was a little bit sore is it's like the fourth or was the actually I should say third exercise that I did yesterday. So it was far into a training session, and it wasn't like I went light on the other lifts as well. So logically, it made sense too. I don't even know what that means. But get the shoes on, do a couple more reps of the bar, then we'll start throwing 70 on. I haven't done squats first in a session in a while, so it might actually feel really good today relative to other sessions. Pleasantly surprised that nothing's really too achy, which is good. It means it was smart yesterday to not push through the achiness and to do some other corrective work, like some light leg extension to get a pump, and then some back extensions. Not so much for the knees, but just to do them in general. Which is exercise I haven't ever really done a lot. But I think they're good for me, at least mobility wise. Not really so much for like building strength, but just to reinforce the extension of the back for the main lifts. But got the shoes on, so with the bar, a couple more reps, and then we'll throw in 70 and see if adding weight can be done. And we'll vibe to some music now, because who cares about copyright? Who cares about copyright? Usually I just play a song on repeat and then change it eventually. Oh, my music stopped. That's unfortunate. I don't know why it stopped. So I use my other phone to play it so it doesn't mess up the sound of the live stream. And it's the download of the music. Alright. Revive it. But that felt fine. And I like to kind of like bounce around on the bottom and stuff just to warm up everything. I don't know. It feels good to do. But so far so good. So we're gonna throw a 70 on there and start hammering away and see how the body is feeling with the extra weight on it. God knows I have plenty of extra weight. And I have to remind myself that it's okay even if I only get to the same weight as I did yesterday in the same reps, because it just adds up in total for volume. I want to try, but I don't want to make anything more achy. But got 70 here. Me and my 3 buds. I'll do 70 for a couple. I don't know. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 14,000 reps. We'll see. Gaslighting has worked. Knee does not bother me at all. So we're ready to max out. We are ready to commence. You're back. My phone keeps crashing. Maybe we won't have music today. Yeah, reset the phone. I'm getting griefed. Probably gotta do an update or something. But maybe we won't have music today. I've been using my old phone for it, so I'm trying to get keep that rocking and rolling. But 70 felt good, so we'll eat some extra weight on there. Let's go up to 120. Keep the internet off. No. We just want this to be an MP3 player. There we go. We don't need internet, don't need anything. Alright, 120 now. We're gonna do it for at least one, probably do it for a couple, just to make sure everything is getting warmed up. En mis sordios y viernes. Maybe I'll start talking in Spanish. Get that Spanish audience. Voy a la pasada ejercicio. 3 repeticiones. With 120 pesos. So, no discomfort, which is nice. We're gonna go up to 170 like yesterday. These sleeves pulled up a little bit. Just vibe out. Go with some break cord. All right. Cool to do triples. We'll see if that actually works though. But we're gonna do just a single here. Feel it out. Make sure the vibes are right. Honestly, felt good. Especially for a big jump like that. So we'll see how 90 feels. So this will be potentially the last set. We'll see how it feels, but we'd like to do a couple sets of 3, maybe 4 for hitting the vibes. But get that point down a little bit. There we go. Big vibes. So this is 190 kilos. I forget what that is in pounds. What's nice is it just felt weight hard, not weight hard, knee not bad. Ooga booga. So first set with 190, we're gonna try that again. It gets too stinky and we just stop. But so far so good. I'm happy with that. Try also make sure my feet are the same or equal. My right foot keeps pointing a little forward. I don't know why. But probably something upstream where I'm kind of twisted in general in some way. But yeah. Still ready to attack the next one, but I want to give myself time. It's really good though. I was really worried that something would start hurting, but we're vibing. Alright, next triple. 4 would be dope, but doing 1 at least is good. Alright. keep working. That's good. The right side. But so like I said, with 190, I'm happy with that. I think Gustavo. But I was good. I'm not having any sort of you know, just the normal amount of pain, but it's not just normal crackles and stuff. Feeling like I can push through the weight, which is nice. When you have like a knee thing, it kind of makes you apprehensive to push through the normal reps. So when you can get through that, or you don't have it, then it makes squatting a true strength exercise and not a pain tolerance test. We had a different break course song. That was good though. Felt really confident on that set. Alright, so third set. 4 sets would be dope. I set me up for doubles at 210 next week. Or this week. No belt either, which is nice. Alright. Third set. The last one was harder, mid screw, a little bit of both. But we're gonna keep staying there, do another one. That'll be the last one. So it's 3 sets. It's really good. Minimal knee discomfort, and no belt. So it's really good. I'm gonna lose the hat for this one. So I'm actually crazy hat here. But do the last one with no hat. Just my Art Kansas shirt. I feel like I wear this like every time I train, but it's baggy. I like baggy shirts and sweatshirts. But good 3 sets. What's up right now? But part of me wants to push out, but I know that, especially with my knee being weird yesterday, just doing 4 at 190s more than good enough, and I can save, heavier triples. Indonesia, very cool. Save the heavier triples potentially for Sunday if I'm feeling it. But yeah, so far so good. I don't know if initially setting me up for good training tomorrow from the blocks, but Good squats. Makes me happy. Alright. So this is the last 190. Means we're going to get alright. 4 set. Good. Of course, my music. Oh, I just turned the music volume down. I thought I crashed again. Alright. But 190 for 4 triples is good. Oh, we're gonna go 70, 110, and we'll do the pulls at 130 as well. Because I'm happy now, so we'll do pulls a little bit heavier, but really happy with those sets. Didn't really like touch and go them, like, you know, go boom 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 with them, but I'm not too worried about that because they felt good. And even on that last rep of the last set, when I got to my sticking point, I was able to shove my knees forward and get through it, as well as have no discomfort in my legs, which is awesome, even with my quads being sore. So we're going to get this weight off to 70 and then drop it. Do some pulley boys. Alright. It's wet. Alright. Me and my one friend. I'll put my hat back on though, so it doesn't fall off while I'm doing pulls. Oh, I do have some groceries coming later, so I can get some more Rice Krispies. I went to the dentist today and they sent me a survey, but we're gonna do a pull here, 70, go to 110, and then do them at 130 and see. I don't really need to see how they feel, but just make them feel good. And I'll probably honestly just do band work for like my upper body accessories today. Normally I do like maybe some SOTS press will be good for me too. I'll probably just do SOTS press. That'll be a good like mobility exercise, but I don't really want to do them. It's probably a good reason to do them, and I can do it with a bar, so it's not destroying me. But just do a single here at 70 and 110. I'm gonna go right to 110. Do it like a cluster. Breeze. I put 4 sets of 3, but I feel like I'm supposed to do not that. No, it's 4. Ugh, it's 4 by 3. Next week is the Dublaze. Well, we'll get 110 on there. We'll do these cluster style as well, so basically just short rests in between. But they might feel a little heavy, but that's good for pulls. Makes them more fun anyway. Makes them more fun. If you have groceries coming sometime, I mean it's about 8 o'clock and it's between 8 and 10, so it could be any time. Usually they're pretty close to the start time though. Alright. So 130 kilos for some triples. First set, honestly felt good. Good weight for this exercise. Nice to elevate the heart rate a little bit too. Alright, third set. One more. So I don't do cardio, but this is kind of cardio in a sense. Heart rate gets elevated, so and I don't let myself fully recover before I do the next set. It's cardio enough. Whew. I feel like my hips might have been a little bit too high, but it's alright. Forever the goal. Keep a little bit lower. I guess that is the Browns size. Alright, this weight's stripped off. I'll send it right off. Alright, so time to do some SOTS press with a daba. Let's do 2 sets. Just 2. Then we go eat. Then we feast. That's all she wrote. Set these down for next time I'm out here. All right. It was good training. Nothing here is irritated. I had good weights. Give myself confidence that my my knees aren't bad or something weird, and got my pulls in. So appreciate stop by and left comments as it went live. But thanks for stopping by. See y'all in the next one. Deuces.